transcripts. Okay. So for you to now work as an intern, you need to register. Make sure you certify those documents, certify your certificate, certify your transcript, certify your provisional license. Okay. And then I think the application fee is usually about $100 to $150, that kind of thing. Then Namibia always needs IELTS or a letter from your dean or your what do they call those people again? Any of your officials in school to say your registrar or anybody to state that you were taught in English. So you don't need to do IELTS. If you cannot get the letter, then you have to do IELTS. Okay. So you need those documents. Remember what I've said, your certificates to show that you have MBBS, your transcript that will show all the scores you had in physiology, anatomy, chemistry, pathology, chemical part, all the basic medical sciences, and then you need your professional license all certified as well. Okay. Then what you need to do is send an email send an email with your documents and tell them what you want, that you are writing to apply for the role of an intern and register as a doctor in Namibia. So email address to send these details to is information at hpcna.com.na. Information at hpcna.com.na. Information at hpcna.com.na. It's not as if I also got this information from heaven. I called them. If you want to call them, let me just go through. I think I have their phone number written somewhere. Just 1 minute. Yeah, here it is. It's +264 61 245 586. +264 61 245 586. You can call them and get the information if you want yourself. I called them and that's the information they gave to me. All right. There are other countries you can do your internship. I don't have as much information as I have for Namibia, but I know that Uganda, Botswana, they are very, very good countries, and Nigerians have left Nigeria to do their internship. Okay. Another country that's very good for your internship is Seychelles. Seychelles is also very good for your internship if you're interested in doing your internship in Seychelles. Namibia and Seychelles, I know that they pay a salary of about $1,500 to $2,500 every month. $1,500 to $2,500 every month as a newly qualified doctor who's going into internship in Seychelles. So what you need to do for Seychelles is different. You need to apply to register as a doctor under the Seychelles Medical and Dental Council. And what they need is different. They need a copy of your international passport. Okay, so you need a copy of your international passport. They need a passport photograph, colored passport photograph. They need a copy of all your medical qualifications, so your transcripts, your provisional license, and your certificate from your university. Okay. They also need you have your provisional license, so that would do. Then they also need a curriculum vitae. You need to do a CV, and they also charge $150 for registration. So you submit all these documents. You need a letter of good standing as well from the MDCN. You need a letter of good standing, which is very easy to get. And you also need a letter of recommendation from maybe one of your professors in school or one of your doctors that you know, anybody that can do you a letter of recommendation. And then you fill an application form. Let me go through the documents you need again. For Seychelles, you need a copy of your international passport. you need a colored passport, you need your transcript, you need your professional license, you need your certification, you need a letter from one of your professors, you need a letter of good standing from MDCN, and you need a proof of payment of $100 thereabout, and you need an application form. I'm not sure. What I would do is I will send what the application form looks like. I will send it in an email to Abdusalam. I think I've been in communication with Abdusalam, Abdurrahman ever since, and yeah, I have just sent him. I've just sent him an email now with the form you have to fill for Seychelles. So anybody that is interested in the form can meet up with him and get the form, okay? And once you do that, you send everything in an email to mail.smdc.box@gmail.com. mail.smdc.box@gmail.com. Or you can send your documents using DHL if you prefer that. It's Seychelles Medical and Dental Council, PO Box 52, apartment number 6, 3rd floor, La Ciotat building. I'll take that again. Seychelles Medical and Dental Council, PO Box 52, apartment number 6, 3rd floor, La Ciotat building. La Ciotat is spelled LA space CIOTAT. LA space CIOTAT building. Mount Fleury. Mount is MONT and Fleury is FLEURI. Mount MONT FLEURI. Mahe is MAHE, is one of the most popular islands in Seychelles, okay? Mahe, MAHE, and then Seychelles. So it's Seychelles Medical and Dental Council, 6th, 3rd floor, La Ciotat building on Fleury, Mahe, Seychelles, okay? And that gets it all done. So Namibia is one, Seychelles is another, Uganda and Botswana is another that can accept you as interns. For Ghana does the same thing, but I've not done a lot of research into Ghana. But I know that Ghana accepts medical doctors from Nigeria to do internships, although internship positions are not a lot. Another place you can look at is Jamaica. Jamaica accepts doctors from Nigeria to come do their internship. You know, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and the US Virgin Islands. They pay maybe about about 1,800 to 2,700 in these islands. Okay. So remember, Ghana, Namibia, Seychelles, Uganda, Botswana, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and the US Virgin Islands. Okay, so those are the places you should look at if you want to go do your internship abroad. All right, so those are places you can. Another place I need you to look at is Cuba. Cuba has a lot of relationship with Nigeria, and they have very good systems. Although since COVID started, Cuba has restricted the number of doctors that come in for internship. Okay, but I think that they still try. So you can look up Cuba as well. Okay, Cuba is a very good country that helps. The duration of these internship programs are 1 year. It's 1 year program, 3 months in each of the specialties, obs and gynaes, pediatrics, medicine, and surgery. And I've discussed the process of application. The challenges, the expense is $100 for your application. Then you have to think about traveling costs, accommodation. But if you have like, between 1.5 million naira to 2 million, let's say 1 to 2 million naira, you would establish yourself and be comfortable there. You would have flown down there, you would have got accommodation with 1 to 2 million naira. Okay. And challenges, I don't like to see challenges when I get involved in things. I like to always look ahead. Every challenge that I face is to push me and motivate me, to do better. So I would not say there are challenges. Of course, there will be challenges. But most of these countries, they are English speaking, so you don't have to be worried about the fact that they might not understand what I'm saying. They will understand what you're saying, so that's not a difficulty. It even gives you better opportunities because you don't get licensed in these countries. You have more countries you can practice. And as I mentioned earlier in my talk, always think about postgraduate opportunities that come, okay? Do master's degree. If you finish medicine, do your master's degree after your internship, do your master's degree. You see all this NYSC talk, I don't see it as anything. The only thing is that NYSC can count as 1 more year of experience. So if you feel that you need that, that can count. Otherwise, go and do your master's degree program. Some of you can do PhDs. Register as research assistants for some of these professors, and they'll gladly help you, through your path. I don't want to shoot beyond the time that's been allotted to me. I know that a lot of you still have stuff to do, and I've been waiting as well for a few minutes before I started. So if you have questions, just reach out to me on my Instagram page. That's the easiest place to get to me. It's Waka Waka Doctor. Just if you put on Waka Waka Doctor on Instagram, send me a DM, I will respond. It doesn't take me time. I will respond to you quickly as possible, okay? Waka Waka Doctor. I am always available on Instagram. I always release videos. I do reels. I just try to educate people and let people know how they can travel abroad. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I think now I'll be able to take a few questions before I jet off. Thank you so much for the opportunity, guys.
Thank you so much, Doc. Okay, so would like to kindly request that you kindly use the link that we put in the chat box, because this meeting is about to end. They will take the questions on that link. Okay, so you see. All right, so now we have Waka Waka Dr. back. So now he'll be taking your questions. So if you have any question, you can simply raise your hand and then I'll unmute you, or you post it in the chat box. So whilst we wait for everyone to either signify or post in the chat box, we have one question here from Betty. And she said that, do we need to come back to Nigeria after the internship abroad? So I'm guessing that she's asking if there's a means to, further your residency program in whatever country that you are in.
Okay, Betty, is it Betsy or Betty? Betty, okay. Thank you very much for your question, Betty. That's why I did mention that you need to have a plan. You need to, draft what you want to do. So if you go to, let's say you want to go to Namibia, for instance, you go to Namibia for your internship. It depends on you. If you want to stay in Namibia, doing your internship in Namibia gives you the opportunity to register to get their full license. So it means that you can practice in Namibia. So do you want to stay in Namibia or you want to go somewhere else? While you're doing your internship, it gives you that 1 year to plan and see where you want to go and do your residency training. Residency training is a whole different ball game. It's different from internship. And for residency, there are several countries you can go to do that. UK, again, you need your PLAB 1 and 2. USMLE is needed in America. Canada, you also need the exams. Australia and New Zealand, you need the exams. Ireland, you need the exams. Qatar and Dubai are also fantastic places. I think Qatar and Dubai, you only need one exam to do your residency training in those countries. But if you have USMLE, then you can practice in Qatar and Dubai. So your question depends on your own plan. If you want to do your residency training in Namibia, of course, continue in Namibia. If you want to go elsewhere, go now to Europe and to the Middle East, then you have to do the exams to practice and qualify for residency programs in those countries. Okay? I hope I've answered your question, Betty.
Okay, so someone asked a question from WhatsApp. The person said, how long does the UK require for their internship program?
It's for the UK, it's 2 years because you have to do FY1 and FY2. So it's 2 years. You do FY1, FY2, then you go into residency training. So it's continuous. With the UK, you're not stopping. FY1, FY2, you go into training straight away.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Doc. Then someone just asked again that do you require can you just write USMLE and then measure your way out into any country that you want to go to?
Can you rephrase that again?
The person says, can I just write USMLE and then go to any country and be registered without having to rewrite their own exam?
Okay, USMLE would give you access to only 2 countries. Okay, USMLE will only give you access to 2 countries without doing anything else. That's in America and in the Republic of Ireland. If you want to go to any other country gives you access to 2 countries in Europe, 2 countries in the Middle East. USA, the Republic of Ireland, Qatar, and Dubai. You don't need to do anything if you've done your USMLE exams. But if you want to practice in a country like France, for instance, They accept your USMLE, but then they will need language competence, which means that you have to write the French exam. If you want to use your USMLE in a country like Denmark, for instance, they'll accept your USMLE, but then you have to learn the Danish language. I hope I've answered your question there.
I hope so. So the person will confirm. Okay, someone else asked another question. Thank you so much, Doc, for that answer. Person says, if you do your internship in Namibia, would the MDCN give you a professional license after you're done? Because during house job, you're not given a full license until you're done. Do you understand what I'm asking? That's what the person says.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. But my belief is that if you're leaving Nigeria, see, my advice is always simple, and I know it's very harsh. People don't like to hear it. But my advice is always, you're leaving Nigeria, tap the floor and say, I'm not coming back. So when you finish medical school, you get a provisional license to practice. If you go abroad to do your internship, of course, you're not coming back to Nigeria again. It's progress now. Why are you going back? You can't be going back now. You are chasing, you're running away from something, then you want to go back to the thing. No. So if you go to Seychelles, for instance, for your internship, be thinking already from Seychelles, I'm going to start writing my PLAB 1, PLAB 2 in Seychelles, so that from Seychelles, I'm going to the UK. Or I'm going to start writing the AMA, Australian Medical Association exam, so that from Seychelles, I'm going to Australia straight away. You know? So don't be, MDCN is not going to give you a full license unless you completed your internship in Nigeria. You have to now, I think you have to now come back to register based on your experience abroad. So you need experience abroad. If, for instance, I am not registered to practice in Nigeria and I come after many years and say I want to practice in Nigeria, I just need to show them my license from abroad and pay some amount of money and I get the Nigerian license.
Thank you so much, Doc, for that answer. I hope that answers your question, Ayatollah. Please let us know. Someone just asked that, could you come back after your internship to do your NYSC in Nigeria? Would there be anything for you to do after coming back? That's what person
says. If you finish your internship abroad and you want to come back to do your NYSC, of course you can go back and do your NYSC. It doesn't stop you at all. That's easy. NYSC it's your school that matters, the school you graduated from, and the school you graduated from is in Nigeria, so you can always do your NYSC.
Okay, then someone asks that, I was wondering, for exchange programs, do you get paid?
Okay, for exchange programs, you don't get paid though. Don't go on. You don't get paid. Exchange program, you don't get paid. Physician associates will get paid, but exchange programs will not get paid. Okay, so you have to be fully aware of that. Exchange programs, you won't get paid, no.
Okay, thank you so much, Doc, for that answer. Debbie says, when the internship program in these countries are over, I guess that's what she meant, can you still come to work here? Do you mean here, Debbie, or where, if you want to? So I'm not sure where she means that she would like to come back to work in. But in the meantime, Chinaya says, is the housemanship in Nigeria compulsory, or can you just do an internship in another country immediately after medical school?
No, if you were listening before, housemanship in Nigeria is not one of the documents. You don't need to show documents that you've done housemanship or internship in Nigeria before you go abroad. If you want to go and do your internship abroad, you don't need internship in Nigeria. But if you want to go and start residency training abroad in the UK, in Canada, in anywhere, you need internship in Nigeria. So to do residency training anywhere in the world, you need to show them that you've completed your internship. It doesn't matter where the internship was done, but you need to show them documents to show that you've completed your internship. For you, I assume that you want to do your internship outside Nigeria. So if you're going to do your residency training outside Nigeria, you just need to show them that you completed your internship in Jamaica or you completed your internship in Trinidad and Tobago, and that does it.
Thank you so much, Doc. To clarify on that answer, the internship has to be in a country that's approved by the country you tend to do your residency in, right?
Absolutely, 100%. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Then Goodness says, also, what's the cost of doing exchange programs and physician associate roles in countries like US, UK, or Canada? I mean, how much do you need to have on hand? I think she means maybe housing costs, feeding costs, like cost of living in these countries.
Okay. Let me go one step further to say that physician roles are advertised, like internship roles as well. So you don't need to pay anything to get those roles. If you apply for them and they want you, they get you. All you need to do is, supply your documents, and that's all. So you just have to be thinking about flights and accommodation. It depends on the country again. So your flights to America, for instance, depends on the date you're going. But averagely, like I said, with 1 to 2 million naira, you can set up. It sets you up. Physician associate roles are paid roles, so they will be paying you, and you can use that to cater for yourself. But exchange programs, you will not get paid, so you should have much more money. So you should be thinking of maybe like 5-6 million naira if you're going to go to these countries for exchange programs. I must also give you this for you to do your research on Malta. Malta is a very, very good country. You can do exchange programs. They have the second best medical and healthcare facility globally. Malta is one country you should look at. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Doc. Does anyone else have any question? Probably signify on the chat box or let me know, and then I'll unmute you to ask your question. So are we sure that we've gotten all the information that we require? Okay, someone just asked on WhatsApp, the person says, can I kindly get the email contact for Namibia and Botswana? I think that's what the person says. The email contact and the phone number.
Okay, the email contact for Namibia, like I mentioned, I always try to, it's information@hpcna.com.na. Information@hpcna.com.na. I don't have the details for Botswana, but yeah, that's for Namibia.
Okay, the person also says, do you have one for the UK?
You mean phone number for the email for the UK?
Yes.
They just go to www.gmc.gmc.co.uk, I think. Yeah.
Okay, then someone has a question, so I'm going to unmute her now. Okay,
for
Jennifer.
GMC, it's gmc-uk.org, okay? gmc-uk.org. Just go there and you have all your answers to any question you want. Yes, please go ahead with your question.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time. I'm aware that
your voice is low. Your voice is very low, ma.
Okay, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a bit better.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, we can.
Okay, so
yes,
I said that.
Yeah.
Okay, I said that in Nigeria for house officers, I know they have like a temporary license, and I think after the housemanship, they're now giving like a permanent license. So how are we going to get that if we do internship abroad? Did you hear me?
Yes, we did. I think they're going to get to answer that question. The answer to that question again. Just 1 second.
Hello, can you ask your question again? I lost you there. Hello, can you ask your question again?
Hi, Jennifer, can you ask the question again? Okay, what she said was that, is it possible for us, or would we still be able to get the certificate, that's the licensing that Nigeria gives after house job, if we don't do our internship here? So how do we get it?
That's what I said earlier, that when you finish medical school, you get a temporary license. Internship anywhere in the world gives you access to register to practice in a particular country. So let's say you get your license from Seychelles, you can apply to get the full license. All you need to do is meet the requirements. So you can still get the license to practice in Nigeria. All you need to do is a full license. But again, I said, why will you leave fire to go somewhere else and then come back to the fire? Do you know what I mean? So think about your plans and make sure that they are appropriate and that you're forward thinking. Okay?
Thank you so much, Doc, for that answer. Then someone asked, how about the spouses of interns? Would they be able to blend in during the internships? I don't know what the person means by blending. So maybe you can explain the question.
For partners, no, you cannot blend in. If you're thinking of wanting your partners to migrate with you, you have to use other migration options, like applying for master's degree. You can do master's degree in public health, you can do master's degree in clinical medicine, you can do master's degree in anything that's related to medicine. But if you're going for internship abroad, you cannot infuse or add your partners to the plot. It doesn't work. And Jennifer's question about migrating to Malta, internship opportunities in Malta, you have to learn the language. So I would say for Malta, if you want to move to Malta, the best thing is to use their exchange programs or and write their exams, and then you can continue your pathway in Malta.
Thank you so much, Doc, for that question. Someone asked a question, and I'm going to merge the two questions together because they're a bit similar. So the person said, what's the difference between an internship and then being a physician associate? And then would you have to do your internship again if you were already a physician associate? That's a PA.
Physician associates is not the same thing as internship. Physician associates are assistants to medical doctors. Like I mentioned, it's one of the ways you can get into a system. Okay, it's totally different from internship. So if you complete your internship and you want to become a physician associate, that's something different. Okay, it just gives you access to the system to be able to plan and know what you're doing next. So there are two different pathways. I just mentioned it in case you finish your internship in Nigeria and you want to go abroad, but things are not working out and you're looking for different pathways, so you can consider the physician associate route. Okay.
Thank you so much, Doc. Then there's another question. The person says, please, for the internship in the US, is USMLE needed? I think the person is trying to ask, do you need to do the USMLE before you start your internship?
100%, 110%. You need it. Okay.
Okay, then thank you so much, Doc, for that answer. Someone says, what are the requirements needed to get into a residency program in Dubai?
Okay, for residency program in Dubai, what you need is the USMLE exam. They accept the USMLE exam. Okay. They accept the USMLE exam. So if you have your USMLE, you don't need to do any other exam for Dubai. Dubai has two health authorities. There's the HAAD, HAAD, and there's the DHA. So look them up. HAAD and the DHA. They have two different emirates that control Dubai, and they have two different exams. I have forgotten the name of the exam now. I took it back in 2016. It starts with an F, but I can't remember the name now. It's an exam you have to do. You know, if you don't want to take the take the USMLE, you have to write your own exam. So Google DHA, Dubai Health Authority. That's one of the authorities that serves Dubai, and HAAD, or the Abu Dhabi Health Services. Okay. I'm trying to remember the name of the exam now. Also Google EMREE. Okay, EMREE. That's another exam you might have to write if you want to practice in Dubai. There's a particular exam. It starts with an F. I'm just trying to remember it now. I can't remember. But if you send me a DM on Instagram, Waka Waka Doctor, I might go back and just try and get the information for you and give it to you. Okay?
Yeah, thank you so much, Doc, for that answer. Someone says that I joined late. Please, can you briefly say what the exchange program is all about?
Okay, so the exchange program is where students from one country go to another school in another country to try and see how they practice their own medicine, how they learn their own medicine. So you basically be in its clinical rotations this time. So you're not going to class, you'll be doing clinical rotations in whatever field you choose. So if you say, I want to do 4 clinical rotations in medicine, surgery, ENT, anesthesiology, or medicine, surgery, pediatrics, whatever, they would allow you come, observe, and see how things are doing, maybe for 1 month or 2 months. That's what an exchange program is.
Thank you so much, Doc. Then there's another question. I've heard the Australian exams are more difficult than the USMLE. Is this true?
Okay. All right. So the easiest exam to take in this world is PLAB. PLAB is the easiest. You see, the Australian board exam and the USMLE, people pass them. I've never taken them, so I don't know, but I've heard that they are very difficult. Okay, but the PLAB is the easiest. All right. So that's it.
Okay, thank you so much, Doc. Does anyone have any other question, please? Let us know. Any more questions? Okay. Someone says that can PLAB be taken for Australia? I think you're trying to ask, can I write PLAB and then still be accepted into Australia with the result?
No. The only thing is that if you practice in the UK for 2 years or 3 years, you can go to Australia to become a doctor. If you practice in Ireland for 2 years, you can go to Australia. If you practice in the UK for 3 years, you can go to New Zealand. So those are but you need PLAB to practice in the UK. You need American board exam, Australian board exam to practice in Australia, except you have the UK experience. So if you have 2-3 years experience in the UK, then you can move to Australia.
Well, thank you so much, Doc. Then someone asks, if school is in session, can I do the exchange program?
Absolutely, yes. You can do the exchange program, yes.
Then someone asks, what countries accept PLAB?
Countries that accept PLAB, UK and Ireland.
Okay, thank you so much. Then someone asked, apart from public health, what other master's degrees can you do after medical school? Anyone?
Public health, medical education, um, any field in medicine, neuroscience, global health, um, clinical medicine, pharmacology, psychology, every field of medicine, any field of medicine you think. You can do a master's in psychology if you want. If you are thinking of going into psychiatry, you can do a master's in pharmacology if that's what interests you. You can do a master's in cardiology if that's what, any field in medicine has masters. You know, you can do a master's in clinical research, you know, if it's something you like. So every field in medicine, there are over 45 different fields in medicine. You know, so every field in medicine has a master's for it.
Thank you so much, Doc. Does anyone else have any question? Any more questions? Okay. Someone says, when does medicine really end? Plus, okay, I think, okay, all right. Person says, when does medicine really end? Plus, after housemanship, if you want to go further, if you don't want to go further, does that mean you are a fully licensed doctor?
Yes, medicine never ends. That's the truth. It never ends. You are going to be a doctor till you retire, you know. It never ends. There's always one thing or the other to do, CPD points you have to get. It never ends. But once you finish your housemanship or your internship, you're a fully licensed doctor. Once you finish internship, nobody can take your license away from you. You're a doctor. That's it.
Thank you, Doc. Then this person says, can we always contact him? I'm guessing that's on Waka Waka Doctor on his Instagram page, like anytime.
Yeah, that's that. I already stated that. Just go on Instagram, Waka Waka Doctor, anytime. Just send me a DM. I will reply. Okay.
Thank you so much, Doc. Then someone says, can a person use PLAB with 3 years of UK experience to enter into the USA?
No. You want shortcut? No. US offers some totally different. Like you see, New Zealand and Australia, they work together. UK and Ireland almost work together. US and Canada almost work together. So you can move from one end to the other. I've seen your question here, Ezekiel. How long does PLAB take? PLAB, you have to take 2 exams. You can take them in 6 to 8 months, but you might need time to prepare. And if you fail, yes, you can retake it 4 times. To practice in Germany, you need the language. You need B2 proficient, B2 actually, not B1. You need B2 proficiency in German language, and you also need to take the German board exams.
Okay. Okay, so after the questions that we have here, we would not be taking any more questions. That's after allowing. Okay, I'm so sorry. My computer restarted. But that's fine. I don't know. Were we able to take the other questions?
I think I have answered some questions, or one or two questions in the chat box. I might have to leave now because
Yes.
I have to go to work in the next 30 minutes thereabout. But it's been a pleasure having this chat with you. I think we've been doing this for almost 2 hours now. The best way to reach me is via Instagram. Just Waka Waka Doctor and you find me. Okay, send me DMs and I'll always try my best to answer. I always answer DMs anyway. So I would, the only thing is time, but I always answer. So I'll respond to your questions if you have anyone to ask me. Thank you very much for this invitation. It's been a pleasure. Okay.
Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you so much for your time and for your patience before we started. Thank you. And
thank you
have
so much.
an amazing evening.
I wish you all a very wonderful evening as well. Cheers, guys.
Thank you. All right, so everyone, thank you so much for joining in. We're so grateful, and we're also so grateful to AMSA for setting this up. Feel free to reach out to Waka Waka Doctor at any time, and also look forward to the information from this meeting that we'll be sending out to the various groups. Okay, thank you for joining in and have a lovely week.